Hi, you have reached Robin B.
I'm Kay.
And we're coming from the chatter. And thank you so much, family, for joining us, subscribing, and supporting this channel. And we just want to emphasize the mere fact that we have less than 2 weeks for this election, and we need you guys to get out there and vote. Make sure, if you don't vote for presidents, if you're confused about that, that's fine. Please vote for your local people because they're the ones that you interact probably the most and will have the most results from by voting. You will be able to call them. I think, Karen, you had an experience with something
Yeah,
like that too.
yeah. I called the mayor's office and complained. And, and of course the guy who answered the phone was like, "Well, you're calling the wrong area." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm thinking to myself, this is an election year. I think he should want to help me out,
Right.
because your every vote counts. You never know.
Exactly. Every vote do count. But we want to emphasize the voting thing because you have to vote for freedom,
Mm-hmm.
personal freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Don't follow Democrats, Republican, whatever. Vote for what you think your family and yourself need. You and your family need, because that's the most important thing right now. We don't need a government to tell us what we should be doing with our family, with our
Mm-hmm.
bodies, with our kids. There's a lot of different factors that you have to consider. They want to divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm.
Dividing, and that's an old saying, divide and
Mm-hmm.
conquer. And
Yeah.
that's basically what's happening. Husband and wives fighting, fathers and sons. It was a story where the son, wanted the father not to vote his way. And he said to the father, he's like, you know, think about my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Think about my daughter and think about what her future is going to be like. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, think about what you want. Don't follow because you're in certain party and
Party. Yeah.
that and the other. That doesn't make sense. You have to go back to your own morals, because right now I don't see much morals. And I know that a lot of our viewers have grown up or with morals. I mean, even if
Mm-hmm.
it was just a little bit. You know
Yeah.
what's right or wrong. You know it's not right to kill somebody. Although,
Mm-hmm.
there's psychopaths out there, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
on a grand scale, you have to know your morals. You have to reach in and say, that ain't right. It's not right to put women back in the kitchen, and
Mm-hmm.
think that's all she's supposed to be doing. Right
Mm-hmm.
now in this economy, you have men and women working out there. You even have men that stay home and take care of the kids, and they work together as a family, as a unit. You
Mm-hmm.
have, that's where we're evolving right now. It's not just the women in home and the man out working. It's vice versa. If that's what you want to do, if that's what helps your family succeed, then
Mm-hmm.
that's what you're doing. Because a lot of people, I know a couple of people who do that, and they have houses and everything else, and they're working it out. You
Yeah. Yeah. It's come down to vote your conscience, you
know?
know. You've got to do what you feel is best for you.
Right, right.
And it's a scary choice because there are a lot of people that are so fed up they don't even think about the lesser of two evils, even though there are more than two people running for president of the United States. They're so filled with apathy that they don't want to pull the lever. But you're right, it doesn't have to be just for the president. You've got your congress people, you've got your local mayors,
Senate. Mhm.
board members, all of that you need to find out what's going on in your life because you have the power to make the change. We are voting these people in to protect our rights, not for them to go on an eagle trip like I have the power kind of thing.
Right.
Because if when somebody does that, you have the power to vote them out, vote for their opponent or what have you.
Mhm.
But just make sure that you are doing everything that you can these last 2 weeks to do the right thing. And for me, and a lot of people, doing the right thing is going out and placing your vote on the person you that most does what you want for your family. Bottom
Right. You
line.
have to take it personal. It's
Yeah.
no longer, oh, my neighbors are all Republicans or my neighbors are all Democrats, so I'm going to go Democrat. It's no longer like that. We're fighting for democracy.
Yes, we are.
We are fighting to have a choice in our own lives. That's what we're fighting for, because we already experienced the government taking over a lot of stuff. I mean, without our choices, I mean, something as simple as Easy Pass. I remember when Easy Pass first came out, I'm like, I'm not going to do Easy Pass. I'm just going to pay, because they're clocking to see where they give you a ticket. Well, guess what? You don't have no choice right now.
Yep, it's Easy Pass, or they mail you the bill.
That's right. They mail you that bill. You go under those things, and that's it. They put up those pay things all over the place. There's one on 87 going to Westchester. That was never there before on the Henry Hudson. Now, I mean, it's been there for a while now. Now there's no other way unless you go all the way down Riverdale in the Bronx. But the mere fact remains is that now you don't have choices like that. When they put up the stoplights at the corners, to give you a ticket, those are the types of things that maybe you could fight against if, people band together and do what you think is right for your family.
Or even fight for, because sometimes you have to go there and say, we need a traffic light or we need a stop sign, because there are many accidents in this area. It works both ways, but it's up to you to go out and enforce your right to representation, and
in doing that, a lot of those stop pictures have been taken down because people went out and fought for that. And it has been taken. A lot of them, right? I think a lot of them, I know a lot of them in Jersey has been taken down. I'm not sure about the rest of them. But I'll tell you, you have to use your own mind. You have to do what's best for you. Because in another situation, I always say, I heard this on social media. I don't know whether I said this earlier in this video, but our grandsons and granddaughters should not have to fight for what we already fought for.
Amen.
For it to be taken away, and then years they have to fight for this. We have to look out for them. We have to look out for our future. We have to see what they're gonna come up. We don't want this regimental you have to do this, you have to do that. Everybody thought that when we got the COVID shot, they're implanting this and implant. We still don't know. But the fact remains is you had an idea of that. Now you know that this will happen. I don't know whether it's going to happen. Let me retract that. It could
happen. There's a strong probability that it could happen.
It could happen.
I mean, the conservatives and their Project 2025 is a very scary thing to me. Very scary, because
which they claim do not exist. And a lot of people are holding a blind eye to that as well. There's been so much proof that exists. We already know, the mentality. Well, I don't even want to say conservatives, because a lot of conservatives are not agreeing with,
one candidate. The chosen candidate. But there are a lot that do. There are a lot that do. The bottom line for me is I want to be able to vote in 2 years and 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this to be the last time I'm able to vote.
Because in 20 states they already took away the rights, right? And you can't have a child. I mean, the doctor, not even facing the consequences of what it could be, medical, instant rape, whatever like that. You don't even have a choice. And if the doctor tries to help you, he gets reprimanded and go to jail. And that's ridiculous. I mean, that is, where do we live?
I know.
We need to make America new. We need to build up our foundation again. We need to get together. We don't need a division. We need to be together with all the wars and different things going on. And a strong country needs to be involved in certain things. You can't stand back like a coward, because you won't even be considered as strong. And our allies as well need to step up as well. I'm not saying that America got to do everything, blah, 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 but our allies need to step up, and we need to be strong in what we're doing. And right now, we're not looking strong at all. We're not looking strong at all, because we look confused and stupid. With this going on right now. To be honest with you. And I'm not saying that's a part of the regime that's in office right now, but with all of this the division between us. What do you think? It's easy for them to step in.
Yeah.
For all this division, and division
Yeah.
has been there since January 6th, when all of that thing happened with our own capital being attacked.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, that's my opinion only. Karen,
and that's my correct opinion only.
well, don't quote us, but please, listeners, give us comments, bad or good. It doesn't matter. We read them all, because we just need to, I'm just hoping that we can unite.
Yes.
And
yes.
Be proud to be an American now. Be proud to what I'm, I hear some speeches and I get goosebumps because I'm proud to be that American. And other speeches I hear and I'm like, what's going on?
Well, yeah, like what was that about?
Yeah. If I feel this way, how's the rest of the world looking at this?
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, but that's my opinion only. And thanks again for joining the chatter. Thanks again for being with us. Thanks again for listening to us. Just subscribing, because we take subscriptions too as well. Thank you. And your comments are always welcome. So thank you for being with us. Bye-bye from the chatter.
Till next time. Go vote.
Go vote. Yeah, vote. Vote. Please vote, regardless. Just vote. Yes. Okay. Because we're voting for freedom.
Yes, we are.
We're voting for freedom. We're voting for democracy and to stay freed.
Amen.
All right. Bye-bye.